Welcome to our journey into the profound world of Zen Buddhism, where the subtle art of silence speaks volumes. Today, we will explore a tale that encapsulates the essence of this ancient wisdom, a story that illuminates the transformative power of silence. This narrative is not just a story but a pathway to enlightenment, a guide to inner peace, and an invitation to connect deeply with the world around us. So let us embark on this tranquil voyage and discover the power that lies in the quietude of being. In ancient Japan, a young disciple named Kyoshi sought the true essence of Zen. Despite his diligent meditation and study, a profound understanding eluded him. He heard of a wise Zen master, Hoshin, who lived in seclusion on a mountain. Kyoshi embarked on a journey to seek Hoshin's guidance, traversing through dense forests and steep paths until he reached the master's abode. Master Hoshin, a man of few words, greeted Kyoshi with silence, weighing his sincerity. After a tense moment, the master struck a stone against the ground, producing a sharp, clear sound. He then instructed Kyoshi to listen to the sound of silence that followed. This marked the beginning of a transformative practice for Kyoshi, who meditated on the silence, finding his mind quieting and his awareness expanding. As months passed, Kyoshi's perception of silence shifted. It was no longer the absence of sound, but a profound presence, revealing hidden truths. One day by the river, he heard the universe whispering wisdom to him through the silence, instilling a deep sense of peace. Kyoshi's understanding of silence grew, and so did his reputation as a wise teacher. People from all walks of life sought his counsel, including a wealthy merchant named Kenji, who was troubled by a dispute between his sons. Kyoshi guided them through meditation in silence, where the brothers found new perspectives on their conflict and reconciled, learning the value of silence in resolving misunderstandings. Years later, as Kyoshi lay on his deathbed, he imparted one final lesson to his disciples. Listen to the sound of silence, and you will hear the wisdom of the universe. With these words, he passed away, leaving a legacy of wisdom and the transformative power of silence. In another story, a monk who called himself the Master of Silence was actually a fraud with no genuine understanding of Zen. He relied on eloquent attendants to speak for him. When a pilgrim monk visited him with earnest queries about the essence of Buddha and Zen, the master could only make desperate gestures in the absence of his attendants. The pilgrim, however, misconstrued these gestures as profound teachings, and the Master of Silence was hailed for his wisdom. This parable teaches us the importance of genuine understanding beyond appearances and the dangers of superficial comprehension. It serves as a reminder to seek deeper wisdom beyond words and gestures, and to find the truth that lies in silence. The stories of Kyoshi and the Master of Silence together illustrate the multifaceted power of silence in Zen Buddhism. Kyoshi's journey teaches us that silence is a profound tool for personal growth and understanding, while the parable of the Master of Silence warns us against the illusions of false wisdom. We invite you to explore the power of silence in your own life. Find moments of stillness and listen to what the universe has to tell you. Share your insights and experiences in the comments below, and let us continue to learn from each other. If you found this story meaningful, consider subscribing to our channel for more tales of wisdom and enlightenment. Remember, in the quietude of silence lies the loudest truths. Embrace it and let it transform your life. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the power of silence. Here is another story of Buddha and Zen. In the tranquil world of Zen Buddhism, there exists a profound tale that has been passed down through the ages, a story that speaks of the power of silence and the wisdom of the Buddha. A legend has it that a young disciple approached the Buddha one day, eager to learn the secret of enlightenment. He asked the Buddha countless questions, seeking knowledge and understanding. But no matter how many questions the disciple asked, the Buddha remained silent, his eyes twinkling with a silent understanding that transcended words. Confused and disheartened, the disciple sought guidance through his silence. The Buddha is showing us that true understanding cannot be found through words alone. See from the other monks, desperate to uncover the truth behind the Buddha's silence. The Buddha's silence is not a lack of wisdom, but rather a profound teaching in itself. Slowly, the young disciple began to understand the deeper meaning behind the Buddha's silence. He realized that true enlightenment could not be found through endless questioning, but through quiet contemplation and inner reflection. And so, the disciple learned that sometimes the greatest wisdom lies not in the answers we seek, but in the silence between the words, a lesson that would stay with him for the rest of his days. For in the silence of the Buddha, there is a profound lesson waiting to be learned, a lesson that teaches us to listen not only with our ears, but with our hearts. The story of the silence of the Buddha teaches us the profound lesson that true understanding and enlightenment cannot always be conveyed through words. Sometimes, the deepest wisdom can only be found in silence and stillness. It encourages us to look beyond the noise and distractions of the world and to cultivate inner peace and quiet contemplation. Application in life. In our own lives, we can apply the lesson of the silence of the Buddha by taking moments of quiet reflection and meditation. By learning to embrace silence, we can tune into our inner selves and gain deeper insights into our thoughts, feelings, and experiences. This can lead to greater clarity, inner peace, and a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us.